Have you ever wondered why it is that poor people stay poor, despite working really hard in demanding jobs? Why is it that hard work and effort doesn't pay off for them? What are they doing wrong?
Today we're looking at the reasons why poor people stay poor, and with a change of outlook, how poor people with a rich mindset can escape the rat race. Let's check it out. Welcome to Money Unshackled, the investment channel that sets you and your finances free. I'm Andy, this is Ben, and if you like what we say, hit the like button and click subscribe. Also, if you want to support the channel, check out some of the affiliate links in the description below. We've listed loads of cool stuff that will help you become financially free. Let's get into it.
Poor is a state of mind. We genuinely believe that your actions determine your future. People with a poor mindset end up being poor, and people who think like the rich can set themselves financially free. We're not talking about true poverty here, like what exists in what was once called the Third World, but Europeans, including the UK, and Americans are lucky enough to live in a system with enough opportunities that they are able to release themselves from poverty.
But most people who consider themselves to be poor, including many of the middle classes, actually act in a way that perpetuates their lack of wealth. They don't think like the rich, so they stay poor. But what are they doing wrong?
They believe money only exists to be spent. Somebody with a poor person mentality who inherits 50 grand will spend that money on things that make them feel rich, but that actually make them poorer. They will spend their money on things like a new conservatory, a new car, a holiday in the Bahamas, but once that money is gone, they have no choice but to go back to their back-breaking jobs.
Someone with a rich person mentality would not waste such an opportunity. With 50 grand they could invest in rental property or stocks, which could return hundreds of pounds of profit a month. Some would even use it to kickstart a business.
By investing money wisely, you can set yourself up with an income for life. Passive income, which means that you don't have to work in order to receive it. It just keeps coming in every month regardless.
Training yourself to be rich. Investing a lump sum wisely seems like a stretch for most people. The poor never invest. They spend everything they earn on their lifestyle, and when an opportunity arises, they have no investing experience. A financially poor person with a rich person mentality would set aside a small percentage of their monthly earnings and invest it. They learn by doing. We
believe that everybody but the most critically destitute have the ability to set aside even a small amount of money from their income each month. Even £25 a month could be invested into some regular investing schemes.
Setting wages aside. You do this by paying yourself first, which means that you transfer money into your savings account or investment account as soon as you get paid before you pay your bills or lifestyle. You and your family's futures are the most important thing that you can spend your money on.
Debt and the poor trap. A defining characteristic of poor people is their relationship with debt. Poor people tend to borrow money in order to fund their day-to-day lifestyle and to buy depreciating expenses such as cars, whereas a rich person will only ever borrow money in order to invest that money to buy income-generating assets.
Debt is often necessary for those without good finances to get by. It's sad to admit, but payday loans are now a real part of modern life. The unintended side effect of borrowing money to improve your cash flows is that inevitably it has the opposite effect if it is being used to plug a gap in your lifestyle. The interest payments become more unmanageable and you end up getting trapped in an endless cycle.
Poor people who rely on debt inevitably get caught in the poor trap. Interest payments mean that they never have enough money to set aside for investing. Our suggestion to anybody in debt would be first to pay down your highest percentage interest credit cards and loans first, and only to start investing once you are in control of your debt.
Social opportunity. People born into poor families are obviously more likely to be poor than people born into rich families, but it doesn't have to stay this way. Being born poor is not your fault, but staying poor is.
The problem lies in the social circles that we roll in. If you are poor, you are more likely to be surrounded by other poor people, which then perpetuates the norm. Whereas if you surround yourselves with rich people, you are more likely to think like a rich person. The poor don't have to stay poor. It all comes down to learning about money. If you find yourself in the wrong social circle, you need to make new friends.
To wrap this up, being wealthy is a choice. Many wish it would happen, but only a few make it happen. They are the people that make this decision. One day I will be rich and nothing is going to get in my way.
Question of the day: do you consider yourself to be poor? And what are you doing about it? Tell us in the comments below.
Thanks for watching. On this channel we talk a lot about personal finance, investing and all things money. And if you want to see more great content, please click the subscribe button below.
This is Money Unshackled. See you next time.